if they've got an alien cloaked within them.
Yeah.
And
well, I've been trying to warn these people that follow the New Age camp. I know there's a lot of ex-ones like you that listen to my show now and even become supporters of it. Because, there's like anybody, they were just looking for the truth.
Sure.
Looking to find, that closeness with the Lord. And people go different routes to find Him.
Right.
As they keep seeking Him, He will lead them to Him directly if they keep seeking Him. And He'll lead anybody out of the errors that they're in, no matter what area they're in. New Age, Satanism, religion, whatever area they're in, if they're seeking Him, He will be able to lead them out of that and into Him directly.
Right.
And so people come from all different areas.
Yes. Yes, they do.
Yeah, and so I've been trying to warn them that,
it's really not, and it's not their fault. It's not their fault because this manipulation is so sophisticated. It's so good. It's so well done that, people, even the most sincere people, really trying to find God.
Well, look how many we have today in the whole Pentecostal charismatic movement of religion.
Yes.
All of them having these visions and prophecies, and I've been warning them, it's not from our Lord. They're not from our Lord. Angel Gabriel's not visiting you at night, not the Lord's.
Yeah.
They're so deceived in all of this New Age stuff. And they don't consider it as New Age. They really believe it's the Lord, these different angels coming and speaking to them at night or whatever during their visions and prophecies.
Right.
And it's the same deception that they're experiencing that the New Agers are experiencing. They're just given different names.
Sure.
But the whole deceptions are all the same. They're all the same cat bag.
I know, and that's why I've been, I've been just hammering people to please do reverse speaking because if you learn how to listen, but again, people have to really want to do it. It takes time, just like the codes. I know that must take a tremendous amount of time.
Yeah.
And, with reverse speaking, you have to develop the ear, and you have to, I've given people a link to free software that they can download on their computer so that they can do it.
Yeah, and I downloaded that stuff a while ago. I was waiting for my software to come in that I had ordered. I didn't feel like waiting 2 weeks or whatever it was going to take for shipping, so I got that free software and downloaded it and started practicing with that.
Yeah, and then all you need is some kind of tape recorder and a cable.
Yeah.
So it's not a matter of cost. It's really...
a set of earphones.
The earphones really are, the only time I don't use earphones is when I know I'm going on the radio because then I know that I have to make this as clear as possible.
Right.
Because if I didn't, what got me started with all this, Sherry, you probably remember, and I can't even remember his name except for Prophet Yahweh. Raymond Watkins.
Mm-hmm.
Was that it? Yeah. And when I heard how awful those reversals were and what those reptilians in that ship planned to do with the people who he was going to draw out there.
That's basically when we met because we both flipped at the same thing at the same time. We didn't even know each other. We just kind of ran into each other.
Right.
And it's like she's saying the same thing I'm trying to say here about this guy.
Yep.
And that's when I first brought you on my shows.
Yes, I know. I remember that.
Yeah, because we were both just flipped over this. We both saw it for exactly what it was.
Yes.
You found it through the EVP, the electronic voice recording.
Yep.
And I was seeing it in the Bible codes.
I know.
And we're both just like, watch out for this guy.
Well, I was really concerned for people.
Yeah.
Because I had not planned to go public with any of this really because I just... I'm not maybe just more private. I don't know.
You liked your life the way it was.
Yeah, my life was. Actually, I was doing a UFO TV show, so I wasn't exactly private.
Yeah. Well, you really get under different weird attacks when you start coming out with this kind of stuff.
Oh yeah.
I've lost my voice for a month at a time. I get choked on the air where I can't even breathe for a minute.
Wow.
Lose communications totally. I was supposed to do an interview the other day on the 14th. I couldn't even do the interview. Then my phone wouldn't turn on.
Really?
But I had internet access. That was nice. I left that alone. It's always something.
Always something.
Always something.
Well, and I have, as I said, I know that we don't always agree on things, but I really hand it to you. I think you've got a lot of guts, Sherry, doing what you do, being out there, and, speaking your truth. It just... I really do admire you, I have to say.
Oh, well, it's just the Lord, you know. He asked me to do this, and I haven't sat down since. You know, really. I mean, he stood me up about 5 years ago. I've got 20 websites up now.
Oh, my God.
I've been doing this radio show.
I'm trying to manage one, and I'm having a really hard time.
Yeah, well, it is a lot of work, and, you know, you're doing it by yourself. I don't have a ministry. I don't have people here to help. You know, I get these frantic emails from Africa, send us somebody from your ministry to help us. It's like, I don't have anybody to send you.
Right.
You know, and you just, people all over the world are frantic. They're panicking about things happening, and it's like, you know, they're not missing any. Everybody thinks they're missing something if they don't have somebody from America.
Is that right?
And it's like, you don't need our preachers over there. And you know what was funny was I don't know if you've gone through the SherryTalkRadio website,
yes.
But I had all this stuff on Benny Hinn.
Yes.
And doing the reverse speech, he was the first one I did. I remember we played those. But I've been warning about him for years, what a shark he is. And so he goes out to Nairobi again. Or was it Kenya? It was one of the two, Nairobi or Kenya, just this year. To go swindle some more money out of him. He gets millions every time he goes to Africa.
Oh, my God.
And so I've been pounding the pavement, warning these people what a shark he is, what a charlatan. Don't believe these guys. Don't listen to them. And when he went this year to Kenya, or Africa, wherever it was, he was at Nairobi or Kenya, it was a complete disaster for him.
Oh, wow.
He lost money going there.
Oh, my God.
I was so proud.
That's great. Good job.
I was practically jumping out of my chair. I mean, because I talk to these people in emails all the time. Just different countries all over the world that listen to this show.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, so you're getting somewhere.
Yes.
When you start to see these sharks, I mean, he was actually going to sue the show, his I'm going to say show promoters is basically what it is. They're a ministry for the Lord. But, you know, he was just expecting to make ukus of millions. Because he goes down there, it's like an investment. Give me, every dollar you give me will be returned to you tenfold, so he tells these people. The Lord's in the investment business, and he's going to bless their money 100-fold for every dime that they give Benny Hinn.
Oh, my God.
And so they finally woke up. You know, because
that's good.
For years he was going down there making millions off of them.
It's bad enough in this country, which is very prosperous, but those people have nothing.
Oh, I know.
And then to be giving over their money to
taking
some
everything that they have, and then laughing about it, and coming home and building a 10 more acre mansion or whatever.
Yes.
I mean, they've got more than they know what to do with.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And I remember when I was doing Pat Robertson's code and finding that these guys, all of these ministry guys, actually, they invest in the Chinese stock market. I don't know what that is. They're equivalent of our stock market.
Okay.
They do a lot of investing in the Chinese one. That's where they hide their money.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Well, if you walk around the stores these days, practically everything is made in China, so I guess their economy must be booming, even though those people probably make, 10 cents an hour. But
yeah, well, people don't understand what's going on. And I could see it plain as day. I don't know why anybody else couldn't, is the fact that they're moving all the companies out of America because when they destroy America, they don't want to lose all those companies.
Yeah.
And they perfectly plan on destroying this country, putting it into third world status, into martial law.
Yep.
And so, the IBMs and all these Illuminati-controlled companies, they don't want to lose their businesses.
No.
And so they're moving them overseas. And that's why they're doing it.
Yeah.
And then they say, well, it's cost-effective, they're tired of paying the IRS all this money and all that. It's basically to get them out of America because they know America's going into martial law, America's going to be destroyed, and they don't want to lose their businesses.
Yep.
Everything coming in for China and everything, it's not being made here, so when we're gone, it's not going to hurt anybody.
Yeah, right.
And so all it is just a big setup because they perfectly plan on destroying this country.
Well, they're doing a good job.
Yeah.
They really are moving forward with it. Have you heard anything in the coats about the bird flu, the avian flu?
Yeah, I was doing those a month or two ago. Let me see if I can even remember what I was finding. They were going to spread it through chemtrails.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Yeah.
I have a whole file on the flu. And again, I don't know. It doesn't sound like they're getting too far with this.